This conference will now be recorded.
Good. Hi, Devin. Yeah, I got it. No. Yeah. Got Chad. We just ready? Good evening. We'll call this City Council meeting to order. All right.
If you will, please pray with me. Dear Lord and Father of all, we come to you this evening to ask your guidance as the Sedalia City Council, mayor, administrator, staff meet to make those important decisions for the betterment of our community and its citizens. We are grateful for their dedication to their service on our behalf. We would also tonight ask your blessing and protection for all of our first responders, police, fire, sheriff, ambulance, EMTs, hospital staffs, and all who work to serve and protect us, often putting their own lives in danger. We are grateful, too, for the United States of America, the greatest democratic republic ever conceived, and for those who protect it and our armed forces throughout the world, many of whom have sacrificed their lives in the nearly 250 years. Please bless them and their families. And as we leave the chamber tonight, please protect us and our loved ones, keeping us from harm until we meet again. All this we pray in the name of your Son, our Savior, the risen Jesus Christ. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Arlene, I'm sure you had a great trip.
It was awesome.
Great. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Lehman.
Here.
Oldham.
Here.
Dawson.
Here.
Bogus. Here. Richardson.
Here.
Cross.
Here.
Foster. Here. And Bliss.
Here. Now we have a public hearing annexation petition. Anybody want to come and make a appeal for that annexation? If not, we'll continue with business. Close the hearing. We'll close. Motion to close the hearing. Second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. So we have a motion to approve the minutes of past council meeting. Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the same with planning and zoning.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Finance administration, Steve Bliss.
I've got an easy one. I just have to ask Dawn to give the report.
Well, as you guys can see, we're starting off the year on a very high note. Absolute way to start the year. Sales tax is up for the month 17.2%. Even if you take out the additional park sales tax, we're up 8.9% for the year and 9.6% for the month still. Use tax is down slightly, but it's such a small factor in the equation. If we took the additional park use tax out of the picture, we would be down 0.7% for the month, but still up 13.1% for the year. So franchise and cigarette taxes are up 15.7%. Transportation tax is down slightly at 6.9%. Personal or property tax collection is actually up 46.1% for the month. Overall, looking at 14.8% increase this month over this month last year. So looking great to start the year.
And Jeff and I were having a conversation before the meeting. He indicated the waiver has gone through the Senate and the House, ready for the signature of the governor.
Amazing.
And I effective date, I think, is 2023, January. That's too many years away. Yeah. Thank you, Don. Any questions? Anybody have any?
Does anybody know if the provision for us to have to re-vote on that,
Not in there.
it's not in there?
The MML said it wasn't in there, but then the link that they attached to it was still there, so it must have come out in the conference, or it was a reconciliation or whatever they have to do. Because it's still in the House bill, but it wasn't in the Senate bill. Is that correct?
I understand it wasn't, but it did not get passed.
So the explanation of that is that if that's in fact, it's still in it, we have to go back to the voters.
It's not in it. It would have to go back if it was in it, but it doesn't.
Thank you. So, is that all you have tonight? That's pretty easy, guys.
Yeah, so far so good.
Public Works?
Just as a reference, Dawn needs to be congratulated. She's finished the audit. They have worked almost around the clock through the weekend.
It seems like, Don, you just finished the audit, now you're working on a new audit. It's perpetual.
Thank you. All right, we have 4 items here for Public Works tonight. The first item is the rehabilitation of water well number 15. The pump, column, tube, and shaft have deteriorated over time. So Flint Drilling Company submitted the lowest bid at $125,808. Therefore, staff recommends award of the contract to Flint Drilling Company from Troy, Missouri.
Council, any questions? I have a question. Tell me where this well 15 is. Brenda, you know where that is? And the age of that well?
I don't have that off the top of my head.
You don't? It's in the ground.
It's in the ground.
I'll show you where they are. You want to know? I'll find it. Council, have any questions about that? Arlene?
Bill number 2021-74, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for rehabilitation services at water well number 15.
Second reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 2021-74, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for rehabilitation service at water well number 15.
Final passage.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Bliss,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Oldham,
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Bogus, Richardson,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
and Foster.
Yes.
All in favor.
Second item is well number 14 is also in need of repairs. The pump, column, tube, and shaft have deteriorated over time. Lane Christensen submitted the lowest bid at $105,221. Therefore, staff recommends award the contract to Lane Christensen.
And I don't know where, want to know where that well is.
I can tell you you have to do well that circle the town, but because
Any questions, council? Arlene, have the ordinance, please?
Bill number 2021-75, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for rehabilitation services at water well number 14.
Second reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 2021-75, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for rehabilitation services at water well number 14.
Final passage.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Lehman,
Yes.
Oldham,
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Bogus, Richardson,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
all in favor.
Third item tonight is the water mains distributing water from the Main Street water tower are leaking and in need of repair. To repair the leaking 20-foot piping, tees, and valves, the water tower will need to be taken out of service during the repairs. Therefore, the contractor will need to provide a temporary pressure tank to maintain the proper supply pressures of the water delivery system. The contractor will then excavate the leaking pipes, valves, and replace them. Triple C Underground submitted the lowest bid, and so staff recommends award of the contract of $67,800 to Triple C Underground LLC.
Any questions? I think I know where this water tower is. So. Any other questions from the council? Arlene, read the ordinance, please.
Bill number 2021-76, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for repair services located at the Main Street Water Tower.
Second reading.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 2021-76, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for repair services located at the Main Street Water Tower.
Final passage.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Oldham,
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Bogus. Yes. Richardson.
Yes.
Cross.
Yes.
Foster.
Yes.
Bliss.
Yes.
And Lehman.
Yes.
All in favor.
The fourth and final item I have tonight is a budget amendment, so we'll have a resolution and an ordinance for this. The water systems projects denoted in the last three agenda items were all included in the capital budget. However, all the bids for well 14 and 15 rehabilitation projects came in higher than the amounts budgeted. Also, the main repairs of the water tower came in under the budgeted amount, but the budget was in the previous fiscal year. Therefore, we need to roll some funds into the budget year for the water main repairs and increase the budget for the well repairs. These amounts will partially be offset with the previous project bid award for repairs on well 18. The net amount needed to cover these projects is $122,555. So staff recommends increasing the capital budget by this amount to appropriate the funding to complete these needed projects, as delaying them would likely cost more over the long run and make the system less resilient.
Any council questions about the resolution and ordinance?
Motion to approve the resolution.
I need to read it
She's-
by title
But
first.
you can go.
Thank you. Resolution number 1926, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Sedalia, Missouri, authorizing an increase in budgeted expenditures for the fiscal year 21-22 relating to water well repair, rehabilitation, and repairs to the Main Street Water Tower.
Motion to approve the resolution.
I'll give you the second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Read the ordinance, please. Arlene.
Bill number 2021-77, an ordinance amending the budget for the fiscal year 2021-2022 regarding water well repair, rehabilitation, and repairs to the Main Street Water Tower.
Second reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 2021-77, an ordinance amending the budget for the fiscal year 2021-2022 regarding water well repair, rehabilitation, and repairs to the Main Street Water Tower.
Final passage.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Dawson,
Yes.
Bogus.
Yes.
Richardson,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Oldham,
Yes.
all in favor.
That's all I have, sir.
Thank you, sir. Andrew Dawson, make the
I've got one item on the agenda tonight. It's an ordinance accepting a bid and authorizing an agreement between the City of Sedalia and Demolition for the amount of $35,505 for the demolition of the building at 321 East Main.
That's right next to the viaduct.
Yeah, that's right next to the viaduct.
Main and Washington.
Yeah. And I'd like to commend staff too on getting that amount down. I mean, we were expecting that to come in at, $50,000 to $80,000, so to come in at 35 is a good deal.
And we do have title.
The city is going to demo it. They're going to sign the property over there.
We've already,
already got it.
March, I think, we accepted
Mhm.
with claim deed. We already have title for it.
So that property's not worth those 35,000.
No, it's negative value on the property.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of brings up an interesting point I was thinking about, because I walked through that building and it's a shame to tear it down. I mean, it's obviously in need of, it's falling down right now as we speak. It's a dangerous building. But I mean, if we could have rewound the clock 10 years and spent $35,000 to stabilize it, and get it in the hands of a developer who's going to do something with it. That would make a lot more sense, because that would be back on the tax roll, be bringing retail back downtown. So it's just, I'm not saying that what we're doing is wrong here. I'm just saying that that's something to think about going down the road, is how we can incentivize these people to get in there and do something with these old buildings that we have, because we're just going to keep losing them.
And, well, correct me if I'm wrong, Kelvin, aren't we creating a list of vacant buildings here in Sedalia? Didn't we start the process of that?
Yes, and actually, that was one of the things that we are looking at as far as bringing forward is doing an actual vacant property registration.
That's what it's.
And many communities have done that, and when we went to Eckerson Springs, that was one of the things that they were working on.
So to hit on Andrew's point, I think that's really going to put us in front of the curve.
John, can you enlighten us on any of that information?
As far as how it works, or, well, if you do a vacant building registration, what it amounts to is creating the list, and then there's a fee involved. If that building's going to be vacant, the city's going to charge a vacancy fee on the property. And some cities do it every 3 months, every 4 months, or every 6 months, or every year. So we started incentivizing the owners to either divest of the property or put it back into use.
And interesting, that Eckerson Springs had tremendous success.
I think they did theirs every 6 months. They created a fine, or it amounts to a fine, but it's a
Incentive.
Disincentive to buy it and sit on it.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because we have found that there are people that really will buy these properties because they can buy them for a song, you know, I mean, they're because they're not worth much, and then they just sit on them, you know, and hope that somebody comes along and
Fill them with junk.
yeah.
So on behalf of the Commercials and the Blisses, who cares? Our buildings are gone. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I wish we'd have done.
If we do get on this,
Certainly we lost the brewery, and we certainly need to.
you know, that's,
Yeah, I mean, that's history, and once it's gone, it's gone.
The brewery and business ourselves.
so we propose,
Andrew and Lucas and I.
Yeah.
the 353 is, we've identified 3 buildings downtown. We definitely want to say,
Well, we don't want to lose the distillery, which is directly behind the brewery. It's occupied, but it's pretty, I've been by a couple times to see if I could find anybody to try to buy it, and I never can catch anybody there. But it's
well, just give me a check,
semi-occupied or semi-used.
just give me a check and I'll take it over there tomorrow.
Yeah. But we should try to keep the brewery, the distillery.
Yeah, I think that was at the horse barn across the street, that's really interesting.
Well, for that was the ice house, actually. Well, the horse barn across the street
Yeah, that's what it is.
on Missouri.
Yeah.
And then the ice house from the brewery are still there.
But you're right, Andrew, we need to do a better job of what we're doing on these historic buildings.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, that was the 321, that's a neat building, but it's gotta come down.
Oh, we would have.
So appointments, you know.
Oh, we got the ordinance.
Order, yeah, the order. We haven't done that yet. Read the orders, please, Arlene.
Bill number 2021-78, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for demolition of structures.
Second reading.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Opposed?
Bill number 2021-78, an ordinance authorizing an agreement for demolition of structures.
Final passage.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Bogus?
Yes.
Richardson?
Yes.
Cross?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Bliss?
Yes.
Lehman?
Yes.
Oldham?
Yes.
And Dawson?
Yes.
All in favor.
Appointments, so we have several that aren't listed on the agenda. Thank you.
2 members of the City Council from Mayor John Cady. We have several new appointments to Planning and Zoning Commission. Jordan Tatum at 2611 South Limit, completing George Esser's term expiring June 2023. Sedalia Public Library Board, Reva Woodward, 900 South Missouri, for a 3-year term, 7/1/21 to 6/3/24. The remaining are all reappointments. Animal Advisory Control Board, Dana Gillig, 3409 South Green Ridge Road, and Arlene Purnell, 6003 McVeigh Road. Those terms are 3-year terms expiring June 2024. Board of Appeals, alternate, Michael Bell, 624 East 16th, 5-year term expiring June 2026. Buffalo Regional Health Center Board of Trustees, Joyce Foster, 306 West Johnson, 4-year term expiring June 2025. Park Board, Christy Woolery, 2902 Skyline Drive, 3-year term expiring June 2024. And Sedalia Public Library Board, Byron Madsen, 705 West 6th Street, and Michelle Franklin, P.O. Box 2201. Both of those terms for 3 year terms, July 1, 21 to June 3, 24.
Motion to approve in block.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Liquor license, Arlene?
We have one renewal this evening. Jeremy Klein, doing business as the Corner Lounge, 1604 South Ohio, for liquor by the drink and Sunday sales.
Motion to approve?
All in favor? Opposed? Anybody from the council or city administrator would like to make any comments tonight?
I have a question for us. Is there an ordinance for people to have their address on their home? The reason I'm asking is, I was looking for an address the other day, and I know several homes don't have an address on there,
Those are address on there.
which could be very hazardous if there was a fire or something, they couldn't find it.
Joe Lover, is that?
The home.
I know 911, basically encourages, but I don't know that there's a specific ordinance or a law. I mean, we can certainly look.
Yeah, we look at, I unfortunately literally just turned off my computer right before you asked the question.
Yeah.
I could look it up, but,
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head.
John or Devin, do you know if there's?
I don't think so. I know that commercial properties are required to have a mark. I don't know about rest.
Okay. We will.
I'll make a
research
note.
that.
Any other questions, comments?
I would mention that just a very quick update. The comprehensive plan is in drafting stage, and the plan is to take it to the next planning and zoning meeting. So there's still time to give input. Get it to John or myself, and we'll. John's going through the draft and working with them to get it cleaned up.
I'm waiting on the draft.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I the draft once, it's been sent back to them.
Yeah.
Asked for a new update on that, I have not received.
Okay, so you're waiting on the second draft? Yeah. Okay. And, but beyond that, we greatly appreciate everybody's input and all the public input. We did get some very good public input and a lot of good process there in bringing everybody together. Also, I saw a preliminary results from the housing study that we partnered with Whiteman Area Leadership Council on. And basically the preliminary report is essentially confirming what we really already know is that we need more housing and we need more quality housing. The numbers, when we get the final draft, it will help us set a number that we can really go out to developers and say that this is really and truly, if you build it, they are already here. So you build it, you'll be able to sell it. And then it'll also help us set where that market really is. Is it in the $150,000 range? Is it in the $300,000? Where is the market? Where is it that the housing really needs are? So just wanted to give you a quick update on that. We'll get the final report and we'll absolutely share that with everybody when we get it.
You like it? Thanks. Anybody else? Last week, the Park Department, invited anyone who would like to attend a tour of Eckerson. I did participate in that, and I had been in it really for a year. Wow, what a building, what a footprint. I was impressed with everything, especially the senior center was incredible. Everybody getting up to it, in the next few months, still in it. Great.
I did talk to them. They kind of want us to come about 3 or 3:30. And if anybody wants to go and they want to go with me, just let me know. They do want somebody with them.
So when, 3:30, what day?
Any time you want to go. Monday through Thursday, I think, would probably be appropriate. You probably wouldn't want to go on Friday. They get out of there a little early on Friday.
Any other comments? So we have a motion,
Motion to enter closed door session.
oh, I'm sorry. Anybody out in the audience would like to say a few words about Calvin Shaw?
If it's bad, I can leave the room.
Thank you.
Motion to move to closed door session pursuant to subsection 1, legal advice, and 2, real estate, section 610.021.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We need a written roll call on that?
Lehman,
Yes.
Oldham,
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Saugus. Yes. Richardson,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Foster. Yes. And Bliss.
Yes.
This conference will now be recorded.
We just adjourned the meeting.
Yeah, it was pretty, we had some strange things different on it there.